In the last few weeks we have witnessed a new blasphemous movement in this our commonwealth. Sadly, we live in a land where the right convictions are not properly encouraged by the high authorities. So, instead of showing deference to Our Lady, praise her name, certain persons, if we can truly call them so, for they seem not to possess the capacity of reason as humans, or they would surely see their erring ways and turn back into the light of our great Marie. These bestiae turn their attentions and adoration to false idols, the Yesheks, the Gideons, the Isabellas, and, as of late, this new false prophet who sways away the masses from the path of righteousness, all the while claiming to fight for freedom or independence, as if one could be freed by anything but the good news of Our Lady, and likewise no one can claim independence from a community if his one and only will was to do right and act in accordance with the scriptures and the directives of our great faith. They just wish for dark spaces in which they can indulge their vices and corrupt more innocents to their ways. Now, fellow faithful, I shall enable you to resist the vicious attacks of this newest foe. So, let me show you how he strikes against the good of heart and spirit, so as to prepare you for the inevitable encounter. The enemy wields as his weapon a crooked blade, and thus his basic movement is woefully predictable for the nimble mind of a faithful servant to the fine point of the truest blade. Cuts from above and below, from left and right, all of which do nothing more than produce a yawn from a vigilant opponent. It should go without saying that even the most base attack will be able to hit a fool who is striking out of measure. His fate should be a lesson to us all, true followers of the path, patient and resist the urge of immediate, unnecessary action. This principle, as high and noble as it is true, nonetheless is perverted for evil in our foe, as he uses a technique that resembles a blasphemous mockery of the graceful movement of our High Lady. Tellingly, he possesses only one vulgar form of this lunge-thrust technique, of which the great Marie has almost a countless variety. But, nonetheless, watch out, for he slays goddess and demon alike with the bent point of his hellish saber. To circumvent your opponent's guard is, as proper timing, one of the great principles of the holy duel, and in this department the Red Spirit Laszlo likewise presents us with his own unholy attempts at attaining victory. A sidestep and cut at the head is one of his dangerous attacks, as is an upward slash with the false edge of his blade from a lunge in the same direction. To the other side he menaces with this strike horizontally, apt to catch unwary hand extended to strike. Beware this, O followers of Marie, so as not to be caught in this most horrible trap. As for other strikes from different directions, while, as mentioned above, they might be deadly whence they hit, I have not seen them demonstrated in a way overall threatening to a careful fighter. Into this same category, most of his special moves, as grand and impressive they may seem to the weaker mind, fall. Now, before I finish discussing this false idol's moveset, let me bring you a last warning of a truly devilish attack. This strike, short and seemingly impotent as many may think, is nonetheless so fast and hard that it strikes the Gideon without trouble, and even more alarming, even poses a great threat to our most beloved lady. So, while not menacing with heavy cuts, Laszlo offends with quick snap cuts to the side or head, able to punish openings thusly, and with a lunge from further away, all the while being able to round your defenses with a backhand cut or strike at the hand at any who will oppose him. Indeed, he is a most fearsome foe, even to stout believers in the Lady Marie. Beware his hateful strikes, dive below his blows, and step aside to punish his advances. Beware that the doctrine governing our newest opponent is likely to evolve further. Elaborations shall be needed at future junctures to keep the faithful accurately informed about this aberration.